Hi, I'm Robert Becker with Quilter Labs, and here we're showing the Panoptigon. And you may have heard that the Panoptigon is based on the technology used in the Optigan that was made by Mattel in the early 70s, and also the Orchestron, which was a follow-up, more professional instrument for the prog rock bands in the 70s, like Yes and Jethro Tull, and even Kraftwerk had one. And what we've done is we've taken the technology and we've, for the last 10 years, have been making new discs. Instead of doing it the way they did it back in the day, using kind of cobbled together bits and pieces of hardware, we actually use computer software to make an image that goes on a disc, and we use a professional, high-resolution digital photo plotter that is at a lab that we work with. And they make a master disc and then contact print copies off of that master disc. So here's an example of one of the discs we did. Back in the day, Mattel gave you a music book, and it was almost kind of like a brochure that came with the organ. And it told you what sort of music you could expect to play on an Optigan, like piano, guitar, banjo, etc. But they also said that you could play sitar. Mattel never did a sitar disc. We had to do a sitar disc. And this disc, it's about as loud as it's going to be. It's coming out of that speaker. So if you play this legato and hold the notes down, you can kind of get different sitar melodies out of it. But you need tabla if you're going to have sitar, so here we go with tabla. But we also added a DSP sidechain of effects, which is perfect for the sitar disc. But what you can do is play the sitar disc backwards, which we have a button for that, and then you can add a bunch of echo, and then you can sound like tripping with the Beatles. How fun is that? We did a surf rock disc which features surf guitar, and we also have Lee Kicks, who played with the Ventures on drums in the 70s.
Oh my God.
So,
wow.
And he also amazingly contributed sounds to the original Lindrum, if you remember that. He did a disc called Whirlescape, which is the sound of electric Wurlitzer piano kind of spread out in weird arpeggios over the keyboard. We did a similar thing with piano, a bunch of piano notes spread out over the keyboard. We did a samba disc which used the sounds from the original Mattel master tapes that they never released. Then we did this very weird disc. P. Hicks came up with this using darksophone and musical saw. He calls it darksophone. So essentially that's it for the Panoptigon. We hand build these at Costa Mesa. It's kind of a boutique thing. And it's going to retail for $39.99, and I think we've almost sold out of the first batch of them. They're really going fast. A lot of people want to use it for, producers and studio owners are using it for, film projects and that sort of thing. And people who are familiar with the old Optigan and have always wanted to be able to play it on stage now have, a creative tool and a performance piece that they can quickly dial things in with knobs, and they don't have to go through menus and small text on displays to figure it out. It's all right there.